Hey, Pedro and Bill Carvalho.
Bill,
sure nice
pleasure
to
to
meet
meet
you. Oh, it's our pleasure to have you here.
Fantastic. Thanks for having us.
Oh, we're very excited.
Terry Hunt,
Good
real
to see
pleasure.
you.
Yeah, thanks for meeting us out here. I know we've been talking on the phone and all that. We're out here to see the boats and see what you guys do.
I'm Bill Carvalho, the founder and president of Wild Planet Foods. The idea of Wild Planet Foods really came to me in 2001. I was in the industry for about 11 years, and I realized that the human race is just putting too much effort, pressure on the marine stocks, and those marine stocks are not going to hold up with the amount of effort and with the type of fishing technique that was being used. So 2001, I made a determination to just completely change how our company operated, and we reached out to environmental groups and said, we're making a change internally. We're not going to deal anymore in any products that are listed as red listed items by Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. And those are on the avoid list. And so our company got rid of those and only started selling products that were green rated, which was a reduction of our actual product lineup, but we felt it was the right thing to do, and we wanted to take a leadership position in the industry. A big deal is, does a fishery target juveniles? And that is quite specifically a problem in the tuna industry. This is the picture of sustainability, because this drops at the bottom of the ocean. It only catches crabs. Once in a while, a lingcod might get in there, or an octopus. The fishermen usually take those home and eat them, and those aren't endangered. But over here on the side, you can see there is an escape ring. This ring is regulated by law. California, Oregon, and state law regulate this ring to be of a certain size. All the tiny crabs escape. They go right out this hole. So you're only catching crabs that could be of legal size, which is 6 1/4 inches from horn to horn across the carapace. There's a method that it might be one of the worst things going on that I'm aware of, and that is the use of a floating device that attracts sea life to it. And these devices are called FADs, fish aggregating devices. Some of us call it fish aggregated to death. And these FADs are like magnets, and they attract everything that there is in the entire environment. Every living thing will attract to this floating thing because it looks like a refuge. And these floating things attract tiny tuna that should grow to be 80 pounds, end up going in there to hide. They don't swim with those big ones out there, but the big schools might come in there too. But all these tiny juveniles come in for refuge. The fisherman goes to that spot, wraps it, takes it all aboard, and there's often 20% or more of what comes aboard is not the size tuna that he was hoping to catch. It's something else. Often those little tiny juvenile tunas that are often just discarded dead. Everything coming up is dead because it suffocates in the net with no oxygen. And so, of course, you've got also sharks, you got turtles in there, you got sometimes whales and dolphins. If that was done on land, what would people do? People would be outraged. You'd have people lying across the gateways to these places saying, no, stop this. But it happens so far out to sea that nobody knows. Our position is that FAD fishing should be absolutely discontinued. Wild Planet believes that quite possibly the best way to bring better sustainability practice to the oceans is by a groundswell of grassroots adoption by consumers. And if consumers could vote with their dollars as to what they're going to buy and what they're not going to buy, just like Dolphin Safe in the 70s completely changed. We truly are a mission-based company that wants to set the right lead, and our hope is that other companies come in and responsibly sourced seafood would become the norm. Maybe the biggest question is there the destruction of bycatch, a non-targeted species that weren't intended to be captured and that aren't going to be utilized. There's just no reason for the human race to employ methods that kill tiny juveniles. and discard them over dead. It's an unconscionable crime. Wild Planet focuses on wild capture fisheries. Our goal is to maintain the health and the biodiversity of the wild ecosystem, with the belief that that is the best pond that could possibly be.